Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. In this cycle, do you anticipate that XRP will be $5? What about 9, 10, or 8? Could you see a price increase occurring? It keeps coming back to me, in some form or another. I would surely not be working for a living or creating videos for YouTube if I knew the solution. In order to generate reports and make predictions, I fed some data into this local LLM. What is feasible? Our expectations are what? It occurred to me that we could discuss that more. I only want to go over the general idea and the approximate figures. This is a very simple summary of my research, which included looking at growth cycles of Bitcoin and altcoins, as well as weighted averages and other things. Predicting XRP's possible new all-time high presents unique difficulties, according to the analysis. Regulatory difficulties had a significant impact on the asset during the 2021 bull run, limiting its growth owing to delistings on US and exchanges, as well as the continuing case with the SEC. Let me tell you, it wasn't just the price that was limited. With the legal case out of the way, you can observe the upcoming changes in terms of features. Things are happening now that we didn't see before due to risk and SEC inspection, such as new apps debuting on the chain, various innovations, interest in launching an XRP ETF, and so on. We still have ground to cover in terms of development, onboarding, and adoption, in addition to the pricing gap. That took a lot of energy and enthusiasm out of us. The 2017 numbers are up for debate. The all-time high we utilized was $3.84. Even in the year 2021, the problem remains the same. There are various ways in which it approximately $18.82. We calculated a price of $1.96. Thus it's acceptable. Substituting values. Here we examined past performance from 17 to 21, and once again, we're in a different world, and crypto is in a different location. However, we made an effort to monitor expansion throughout these periods. Ethereum Classic, Cardano, Monero, Basic Attention, Token Waves, and a variety of other assets were considered. Because they underperformed so badly, I did remove BNB and Doge from the weighted average. Cryptos like EOS, which did not achieve new all-time highs, are among the several coins included here. BNB did a 70x Doja and a 45x. Some of those coins, like XLM and Neo Dash, have obviously seen better days. Nevertheless, XRP is far from the only coin in the group that failed to achieve a new record high. No SEC lawsuits were filed by some of them. They were just unable to do so, so we used it as a starting point to establish certain standards. Therefore, we can approach this in a few different ways. This growth multiplier, however, would only be useful if applied to XRP's recent highs rather than its all-time highs. We can anticipate an XRP of roughly $7.66 based on this kind of average we built out times the previous cycle. AI came up with this, what they dubbed a catch-up effect, because of delisting and regulatory uncertainty. You might assume that XRP would go where it would have gone and then apply a multiplier to it now that much of that is in the past. Once again, that's up for debate. We did some really bad things in terms of adoption and construction, but it seemed like the right thing to do for comparison. Thus, the idea was born, provided that this catch-up impact materializes. The price might go as high as $19.55, but is it conceivable that it could go higher? Sure, cryptocurrency is a wild place. An absolute truth cannot be shown to you. Things will go as high as you anticipate. How should I go about doing this? In any case, I'll be watching developments with interest. If the XRP ledger becomes widely used for payments, and I don't mean only with the XRP token, I'd be happy if well-known figures started using Ripple stablecoin or the ledger in some way, too. Not only will your bits and FOMO pay if we see major players embracing this technology to settle payments, but so will they. You can apply a large multiplier, though, if you're dealing with someone larger. Meme currencies have, of course, begun to gain traction with the first ledger. Whether we approve of the goal or not, Do we see more compelling applications that encourage retail to use the ledger for practical purposes? Looks like there's a floor. Because that might have a tremendous impact. A major shift could occur if the ledger is utilized by those who transact using XRP. Is this SEC court case coming to a close? Perhaps an unexpected resolution to the appeal will be announced after the election. Will there be any changes at the SEC? Lastly, will any exchange-traded funds, ETFs, go live? It doesn't necessarily have to be a BlackRock or Fidelity, but if some ETFs do go live, it could also change the game. Plus, there are a plethora of things that I simply cannot contemplate. As a result, I'm keeping a close eye on this situation. Will my thoughts be the same after a week, a month, or 3 months? I think so. In 2025, I anticipate a phenomenal event. Where am I trying to go? The truth is, it's probably somewhere between 5 and 50 cents. So, I'm wasting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and half the people listening think I'm insane. Half of them believe he'll never reach that level. At the moment, that's more or less my goal. In my humble view, we should aim at $5,550 or thereabouts. Of course, we can always make adjustments later on. We still have time. Something is cooking. On the other hand, I predict a full-blown crypto bull run in 2025. Coins are all going crazy. If I sell a large portion of my XRP holdings at $5 and then its value skyrockets to $10 or $15, I believe I can make a killing. Am I going to feel terrible about this? Oh, I certainly don't pretend to be one. If we succeed, it will be worth all the work and effort I put into buying XRP. Arriving there is our top priority. What I said a few weeks ago is still valid. I still don't think XRP is a solid enough blockchain or asset to recommend holding on to during market ups and downs. Massive adoption, a shift in the network such that Ripple isn't as dominant, might cause that to alter again. Read up on one of the intriguing parts of the proposed bill, Fit 21, if you're looking to escape security status. Who knows if this section will pass. Having 20% or more of the supply, though, can gain you security status. This might really change the game if it went through and Ripple had to do something with a lot of XRP, like give it to a development arm or an unrelated foundation, or find some other productive way to use it. This network could be altered by that. Throughout time, networks undergo changes. If there was a fundamental change that made me think, you know what, XRP is right there with Bitcoin and Ethereum, I would be prepared to hold for ever-increasing prices, even if it meant experiencing another bear market. At this moment, I don't think we've arrived. In my opinion, it's fantastic if you can. That is why each of us has our own investing portfolio. I'm simply being as forthright as I can be. It would be great if it could happen sooner rather than later so I can see it before I sell, assuming that is indeed the case. However, such are the dangers inherent in investing in any way. Seeing my video is an honor. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.